Good morning, Walt. It's Omara. I hope you guys know my show I made earlier yesterday. All right, what'd you do yesterday? After I made my video. I watched a show with you guys with my beer. I watched the movie Bugonia with Emma Stone. That was pretty good. It was okay. Like she's a CEO of a company, and these guys they kidnap her because they believe she's an alien. And you watch the movie, she actually is an alien at the end of the movie, and she ends up killing the two guys. Obviously, it's actually yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Ivan, she really is an alien. Yeah, she is. You'll see what I mean when you watch the movie, right? She's in this place. She actually is an alien, and she kills the two guys who kidnap her. Obviously, it was a pretty good movie. Yeah, yeah. BJ's crying me right now, but watch Ivan. In a good 50 minutes from now, she's gonna be banging a guy, man. After this, she's crazy that woman. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's messed up. Like immediately after, yeah, immediately after she stops crying, she takes a shower, and then she goes to the guy's houses and she fucks the shit out of him. She's fucking crazy that woman, man. Like immediately, right? Yeah. Get my 6 days off. Yeah. I told you I gotta do just wake up in the morning and get it over with. You work at Denny's and you got your 6 days off. And next, before you know it, the 6 days are gonna be up. I work next Wednesday and I get my 6 days off and I get my check. I get paid next Sunday where I get my $200 check. I'm on like $20 tip. Yeah. You want to save 5 grand for your book? Yes. I want to save 5 grand for my book because that book is the key to my success in this world. Being king, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's the key to my success and the gates to that, obviously. Yeah, I mean, that book you wrote is the key to your success in this world, Ivan. Being king of EJ and being rich. I don't want you to be successful and rich like that, controlling your own money. How would I control your money? Yeah, they want to gotta do my career. Yeah, we'll let our individuals be successful, but they have to be under us, under our power and our control. Like, yeah, we're successful in the sense that we're rich and everything, but like you're limiting our full potential. You're not going to let us be multi-millionaire. Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you be multi-millionaire when you sell me. And because I don't want you to be that rich either. It pisses me off. That's why I came with the keys. Well, don't dupe me, man. Otherwise, they're going to dupe you, right? If you if you sell. So you did it. Yeah, I know I did it, but like I have to go through the gates, man, to make my money. This is how they own. I may have created this place, but I don't own the financial system in the world. They do. They own the financial system in the world that I created. But I have the keys. But to make my money, I have to go through the gates, man. Because this is their house. They own the financial system. Yeah, we own everything. You want to make your money, you have to go through that. You have to go through the gates. Yeah. Samsara. I have to go through the gates. Yeah. To make my money. Yeah. 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 Why are the gates so against you being successful in this world and being with VJ? Well, they have you violation with VJ. That's number one. And I know why. It's because they know me and VJ are the true heirs to the kingdom. That's why they have that envy, obviously. Like, duh, it's common sense. Yeah. Yeah, like we may be the gate gods, but Ivan and Vijay are the true gods who created the whole universe. They created this place and the whole universe. So they're the rightful heirs, not us. That's why they have that envy, obviously. They can't stand, and they envy my relation. They can't stand me being rich with Victoria Justice, obviously. When I mean rich, I mean being like a multi-billionaire and controlling my money. They can't stand that, obviously. That's why they did this evil to us, because they have their envy, obviously, right? That's why God gave me the keys. Though they don't do me, man. They locked the doors on me. Yeah. And why did they fuck up your brain, Ivan? Because they're wicked people, obviously. They knew I was a smart man. Yeah, Ivan's God's son. He's obviously a smart man. He has a gene. He's obviously smart. He has the heavenly gifts. Obviously, fuck up this guy's brain, knock him out of the rock, hammer his head, give him mental illness, wipe his regulatory justice, and that he's God and he has the keys, and like let's have him go to church and dupe him. And I grew up in the church, obviously. That's why I'm so knowledgeable about the Bible, because I grew up in the faith for the first half of my life. The first half of my life, I grew up in the faith. The other half, I stopped growing up in the faith. As I'm turning 34, so that's exactly 17 years. How long have you been going to church, Ivan? 17 years of my life, I've been going to church. Ever since I was born ever since I was a little kid to 17 years of age. Once I finished high school, that's when I stopped going to church. Obviously, I just didn't want to go to church anymore. And I told you my story, how I was depressed. I thought I had an STD and everything for 8 years. Obviously, and I just stopped going to church. But my youngest brother has been going to church his whole life. Ever since he was a kid to like 32 years, right? He's been going to church his whole life, obviously. Whereas me, I went for 17 years. And the other 17 years of my life, I didn't go to church. I stopped going to church in 2009. That's 17 years ago, right? I grew up in the faith. In church, obviously. I grew up in the faith. Yeah. I grew up in the faith, yeah. But even though I stopped going to church in 2009, I did watch a lot of Christian stuff, obviously, on YouTube. Like all the debates, with like Ahmadinejad and Jamal Badawi, and the old tapes. Yeah, all those old debates in like the 80s and the 90s and on. So I saw like every single one of the debates, right? Sounds like, really? Oh yeah, I did. That's why I'm so knowledgeable in apologetics, because I watched so many debates. Yeah. Dad, I started watching him in 2007 when I was in high school. I watched his debate versus Stanley Schoenberg. 2007, 8 around there is when I started watching those debates. And Anish Sharosh. I saw all of those. I saw all the tapes too. Jamal Badawi and that other guy. There was a white Muslim guy. He converted back in like the 80s and 90s. They debated these Christian scholars, and the Christians lost. They're not good debaters, obviously. I saw all those tapes. Yeah. Did you see all of Ahmadinejad's debates with all his opponents? Yeah, I saw all the Ahmadinejad debates. Every single one of them I saw. Did you see the one when he mocked Jesus in Australia? When he gave that speech, yeah, I saw that. That was right before he got struck with the illness, right? Yeah, Ahmadinejad, right? Saw that too. Yeah, I saw all debates, man. Yeah. So you saw those debates first. Yeah, I saw those debates first, obviously, and then through watching those debates, um, I found out about Shabir Ali through the William Lane Craig debate, 1997, obviously. And through that, I found out about David Wood. And I saw all of David Wood's debates, all his old ones, right? There's a lot of his new ones I did not see because I don't really watch apologetics anymore. But all his old debates he did like in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I saw those debates. Yeah. Then I found out about Sam Shamoun later. When did you find out about Sam Shamoun? Ivan, 2009, I think, was the year I found out about Sam Shamoun. I found Sam Shamoun when I found his debate against Nadir Ahmed. It's Islam, Religion of Peace. That's how I found out about Sam. I remember when I saw Sam Shamoun, I'm like, who the fuck is this debater? This guy's amazing, man. He's an amazing debater, obviously. And I kept searching on YouTube. I know, yeah, this guy doesn't really do much moderated debates. Then I found out about David Wood's website answering Muslims. And then through there, I found ABN. Because he posted clips of him on ABN on his website. And that's how I found out about ABN. And I found out about ABN. And that's how I watched ABN, obviously. I have a crazy story, I know. Yeah. And through searching like David Wood's debates, I found out about James White. I saw all of James White's old debates too. His old debates, right? Not his new ones. His old debates. I don't really watch apologetics anymore, but like his old debates, I saw like all his debates too. I found out that then through that I found out about all the other apologists like Jay Smith, obviously, Paul Williams. I wrote on Paul Williams' blog when I debated the Muslims. That's how I found out about all those Muslim guys, honestly. Yeah. The Tony guy, what's his name? Tony Costa, I found out about him too. Mike Lacona, this is how I found out about all those guys. Honestly. Yeah. By searching through the debates, I found out about all these guys. I saw about some of those other guys. I saw quite a bit of all those other guys' debates too. How many debates did you see? I even know hundreds of debates I've seen, man. Hundreds of debates I've seen, obviously. And that's how I got knowledgeable in the Christian faith. Honestly, as you guys, because I have the keys, when I debated those Muslims on Paul Williams' site, I was destroying them. I knew my shit because I was so educated. Obviously, I was so good that some of them thought I was Sam Shamoun. That's how good I am. They're like, are you Sam Shamoun? You sound just like Sam Shamoun. I'm like, no, I'm not Sam Shamoun, but I was destroying the Muslims. Sam Shamoun was like, yeah, I saw that. I read that. Yeah, you did well against the Muslims. Yeah, I did. I did, obviously. I did well against the Muslims. And that's what led me to start my own blog, obviously. Back in like 2013, I did a little bit of apologetics. That was fun. And I stopped doing apologetics, obviously. And that's why when I wrote Zaynus, you get some biblical symbolism because I grew up in the Christian faith, obviously. I had a bit of my biblical bias. That's why you get some themes in Zaynus. Some themes in Zaynus, obviously. That's some Sarah. That's why you get some themes, some biblical themes in Zaynus. But it's not a Bible story, but you'll get some biblical themes in Zaynus when you read it. Because I had a bit of my bias, obviously. Yeah. Amazing story, I know. That's when my first book I wrote. It was an Islamic book. At the time, I was into apologetics. This is 2010, right? Yeah, I wrote like 4 chapters of this Islamic story. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as Zaynus. I mean, Aaron ever told me, Ivan, man, don't write this book, man. You're gonna offend the Muslims, Ivan. Yeah. I told you what mine did. It was called apostasy. Yeah. Obviously. What's it about? Well, I told you guys, right? there's a Muslim household. There's a man. He's an imam. Obviously, he has two sons, and the main character is the oldest son. And the imam groomed them to be the next imam. Obviously, the story takes place in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, and then the the oldest, the two brothers, they have a younger sister and they have a mother, but the father treats the mother and their younger sister badly because he's following the teachings of Muhammad. Obviously, a woman are allowed to beat, men are allowed to beat women in Islam and all stuff, and their testimony is half of that of a man, and all stuff. And my idea was like throughout their lives, like the two sons, they witnessed the father treating them harshly, obviously, and then eventually the oldest son, who's the main character, he gets convicted. Obviously, he said something's not right about this religion because my youngest sister and my mother are treated harshly with my father, but they were blinded by the teachings of Islam. Obviously, yeah. My idea was eventually he escapes. He realizes Islam is false. He escapes with the oldest son, escapes with his mother and his sister. And the Imam is very powerful, a powerful man in Saudi Arabia, and he has guys go after them, and they're marked for death because they apostatize from Islam. And the younger son is blind. He's all about becoming an Imam and following the teachings of Muhammad. So that's what my younger said, told me, yeah, if you release this book, you're gonna offend Muslims. I'm like, yeah, and I decided not to release it. Yeah, Zayn's is a better book, anyways, right? Yeah. Called Apostasy. Was it good, Ivan? Yeah, it was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as Zayn. Not even closely as good as Zayn's. Yeah. And I challenged myself, yeah, I want to write a fantasy novel. That's what led me into writing Zayn's, obviously. I remember late 2011 was when I started brainstorming. Late 2011 was when I started brainstorming Zayn's, obviously. Now my book is done. Crazy story, yeah. Yeah, I wrote a 200,000 word novel. That's long. Yeah, it is long. It's like 800-page book. It's a long book, obviously, but the 800 pages are gonna fly by, guys, because my book's a masterpiece. You can't put it down when you read it. So this is a masterpiece, guys. You can't put it down when you read it. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. I'll be back in a second. Who guys on the show? Don't hate him. If we don't really laugh a lot. guys, I'm back. I was just to get my coffee. My coffee is not hot. It's all good. I'll just drink it cold, right? Warm, right? I have a crazy story right now. What led you to write a book, though? I told you my story. My stepfather, he kept taking away the internet cord, my PlayStation 3. He took away the DVD. I had nothing to do because that's how evil they are. They took away the DVD. They took away the internet cord. They took away my PlayStation 3. The one that I had nothing to do. So I decided to write that book, obviously, that Islamic story. I spent a good year on that book. I wrote about 30,000 words of that book. And my youngest brother told me, he's like, Ivan, don't release this book. Don't write this book. You're going to offend the Muslims, Ivan. This is offensive to Muslims, Ivan. So I was like, Ivan, who gives a shit about the Muslims? I know, but it was offensive to Muslims. Because I put passages how, like, the Quran says you can beat, like, you can beat women and everything, and woman's testimony is half that of a man. I learned it from ABN, right? Obviously, in 2011, I remember, man, 2011, and 2011, that's when one day I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to write this Islamic story. I mean, I want to challenge myself and write a fantasy novel. I just, out of my own brilliant mind, I started brainstorming all my information, my lands. Okay, I want to have the upper lands, the lower lands, the north and the south. There's an evil wolf king, Eritad. There's a prince named Tactius. I brainstorm my characters and my idea for the story, and that's how I started writing the story, obviously. But initially, what I wanted, my initial idea for the Zanes was not what I actually wrote down now. I let the story grow on me as I wrote, and I ended up writing a masterpiece. Obviously, last one say this right. That's why you're not writing on the book. Yeah, man, it's too much work, man. I started brainstorming Zanes in 2011, guys. That's what, like 15 years ago? Well, end of 2011, so it's more like 14 years. 2011, guys, is when I started the Zanus project. This is 2011 when I was 19. 34 now, right? Yeah, it's a long time ago. And it took me 8 years to finish the book. That's why I'm never writing another book again. It's too much work, man. Don't get me wrong, it's fun when you know you wrote a masterpiece, but writing a book is a lot of work, man. That's why I gave up on the reading. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to be stressed out again, man. Writing a book's a lot of work, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah. And Ivan, while you were working on your book during those years, you were depressed. You thought you had an STD. Victoria Justice was fucking all these guys and having all these boyfriends behind your back in Hollywood, man. That's what I'm not gonna have that woman do, man. There we go. And she didn't cry to you back then, right? Notice how when you're lost and you think you have an STD, Victoria Justice takes you for granted. She still takes you for granted. She doesn't cry to you, but now that you wrote your book and you woke up and everything, now she's destroying your sleep. That's how fucking evil she is, man. Yeah, Ivan, because I know I got duped, and I know you wrote the book and you have the keys. That's blatant. I want you to get me out. I want a piece of that, Ivan. I got duped. But she still takes me for granted and keeps fucking on that. That's why I'm not gonna have a woman do it, man. There we go. The fee I don't want to pay, but the girlfriend thing I'm not gonna have you do with that, man. If she doesn't want me seeing the shit, I'm gonna ignore her. I'm not gonna listen to her. There you go. Because she doesn't listen to me. There you go. She doesn't listen to me either. Yeah, I don't listen to you because I see hell. It pisses me off when I see hell. And I like these guys, Ivan. Yeah, I like her too. There you go. If you want to be selfish, that means you're right. Well, Ivan, I'm your wife. Yeah, I'm your husband too. Not just about you, man. You have to think about your husband too. It's not loyalty's a two-way street. I'm not gonna have to do like that, VJ. If you're not gonna listen to me, I'm not gonna listen to you either. There you go. I'm not gonna have you do like that, whereby you want me to stay away and you don't want me having one moment with one chick except for you, but you have all these moments, all these guys on my back for years, man. And have you do like that, man? No way. I want to have my moment too. There you go. My girlfriend, right? If I got a girlfriend, yeah. VJ knows when I pay the fee, I will get my moments. I'll get a bunch of moments, obviously, with a lot of women, right? She's scared of the karma. Yeah, the karma hit me. And now she expects me to stay with the woman. I don't listen to her because she's been fucking guys for like 25 plus years of her life. I'm not gonna have that whore do me, man. No way. But she's pissed off because she knows I figured it out. Yeah, I didn't figure it out. He knows I'm a selfish bitch. Yeah, VJ, I don't mean to be rude, but you are a selfish bitch. You want your full cake, man. Whereby you expect me to stay with the woman for you, but you can't return the same favor and repel the guys for me. Yeah, Ivan, because I like them, Ivan. Well, I like her too. Yeah, well, I'm your wife. I don't want you having any more woman except for me. Obviously, yeah, it's like you're selfish. You want your full cake, VJ. It doesn't work like that, man. I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. No way. As you wouldn't. Yeah, Ivan. If the situation were reversed, VJ, would you listen to me? No, Ivan, I wouldn't. I'd go rogue and bang a bunch of guys. Yes, you would. The situation were reversed, Ivan. VJ would probably go rogue and bang a bunch of guys. And yet, even after I found out about her fucked up mess, I never touched one chick. Once I saw the Ivan Bridge, I'm like, enough's enough. I'm not gonna have this whore do me. I'm sorry, I don't hate him, son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I work hard. I'm throwing the hot. I'm persecuted by the gates. That's symbolism of politics, and I get arrested by the cops. They throw me in the hospital. While I'm in the hospital, you're fucking guys. This is back in 2020, and destroy my CV while I was depressed in the hospital. She's fucking evil, man. Obviously, I'm working on young tactics in the prologue. Obviously, while I'm persecuted by the gatekeepers. I felt like I was in prison in that hospital, man. It wasn't fun being there. And I ride back home, they hack my laptop, and I'm stressed out rewriting the book to try to find ways to provide for me and you. And you're out there continuously fucking on these guys because you're a crazy woman and destroy my sleep for years, obviously. And now when this innocent Ivan Omara wants to get one girl for Victoria Justice gives Ivan hell for it after what she did to him behind his back, obviously. Yeah, I mean, your wife is crazy. Yeah, the reason why she's crazy is because I'm special, man. I'm VJ's baby and I'm why that's why she's like that. Because I'm too special. Yeah, I mean, you're why. You're my handsome husband from the heavens. We have history in this guy. I don't want much of touching you, Ivan. She's crazy that way. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna listen to you, VJ. She can listen to me. There we go. Will VJ give you hell? Yeah, she will. When I sleep at night, she'll be like yelling at me and like, fuck you, you're such a fucking dick. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Ivan. Like, I fucking hate you, Ivan. I'm like, what? I ignore her. She's crazy. She's a crazy woman. Yeah. I'm like, VJ, shut up. And I just like go back to sleep and I ignore her. She's like, fuck you, Ivan. You're such a fucking dick. You're hurting me. It hurts. Yeah, I'm saying, this girl's fucking crazy, man. After what you did to me behind my back. Ivan, she will give you hell, Ivan. If you get a girlfriend, right? She will, obviously. Yeah, right, I'm gonna give you a piece of your own medicine, Ivan. I don't want you seeing her. I don't want you seeing that woman, Ivan. Yeah, she's crazy, VJ. She's gonna be continuously seeing the guys behind your back after that. She's crazy, that woman. Yeah, Ivan, because you're why you might. I don't want you touching you. I'm a selfish bitch. Yeah, she's a selfish bitch, obviously, VJ. She's crazy. I don't mean to call those names, but that's just the truth. That's what VJ is, right? She is a selfish bitch. It's fucking cold to do that, man. To continuously see a bunch of guys behind your husband's back, but you don't want him touching one chick, that's very selfish, VJ. But because of why I'm special, that's why VJ's like that, obviously. That's why she's like that. That's what I'm saying. Why is VJ that selfish and crazy? Because she's blinded by her love for me, obviously. That's why she's like that. And I'm special. Why, man? I'm VJ's baby. I'm why? I'm God's son from the heavens, and I'm VJ's husband. And we have history in the sky. And don't forget, VJ knows everyone in the world dreams about me at night, and yet I black out the screen. VJ dreams about me at night. I black out the screen, so it can really get to VJ knowing that she dreams of Ivan every night, and Ivan runs away, and this chick is getting moments with Ivan. And don't forget, VJ knows I'm the only man in the world who's fresh, because all the men in the world are garbage and tuna fish and trash, obviously. And I can piss her off that this woman is getting the fresh sex from Ivan, because I'm the only one in the world who's fresh. All you guys are all garbage and trash. VJ could be envious about that, because VJ's stuck with the trash in Hollywood, the garbage in Hollywood, obviously. Even though I'm banging on these guys, like they're all trash and garbage, and this chick is getting the fresh sex from Ivan. I dream of Ivan every night. He runs away, and this chick is getting those holes with Ivan. That could piss VJ off, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. She will give you hell, VJ, if you get a girl. But oh yeah, Ivan, wait for it. Wait for the hell, Ivan. She's gonna give you hell, Ivan, when you get if you get a girlfriend, VJ. I'm gonna ignore her. I'm not gonna listen to her because she's crazy. That woman. There we go. She'll be yelling. Oh, she will. Every night when she dreams everything, she'll be yelling, and she might even make songs about it. How like, Ivan betrayed her and everything. Because she's crazy, man. Playing the victim. You're crazy, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, your wife is crazy. I know she is. She's crazy, man. She'll play the victim, Ivan. The victim card. If you get a girlfriend, she will play the victim. Like VJ, man, you're not even worthy to play the victim. You're the guilty one in the relationship, not me, man. Don't you dare play the victim card game with me, right? You're not innocent. You're the guilty one. I'm the innocent one. You know it. You're the guilty one. I'm the innocent one. Here we go. It's not the other way around, VJ, right? I'm not gonna have you do about that, man. There you go. Yeah. And VJ will be throwing my. If I do get a girlfriend, Victoria Justice will be throwing the chick all these like horrific thoughts because she's a crazy psychotic woman, man. Like she's crazy that woman. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna throw that bitch all these horrific thoughts at her. Yeah, but it's noise, VJ. But like the chick might get a bit uncomfortable because Victoria Justice is crazy, man. She'll be throwing her all these psychotic thoughts and everything. Yeah, like she did Emmanuel, right? I knew that was VJ. VJ's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't want you touching one chick. Yeah, she's crazy, man. She tries to sabotage me getting a girlfriend, VJ. She's crazy, man. Like throwing the chick all these horrific thoughts while she's fucking all these guys. She's selfish, man. She's a crazy woman, VJ, man. Yeah, your wife is crazy. Yeah, man. Like yeah, I don't want one chick touching either, but I'm gonna keep banging all these guys, man. So VJ's crazy, man. She's a crazy woman. But why is she like that? Because of why, man? I'm special. I'm VJ's husband. I'm VJ's baby, man. Why? That's why she's crazy like that, yeah. Was that VJ? Did she really throw Emmanuel the thought? Yeah, she did. I know you threw her that thought, VJ. I'm not stupid. Because I remember I was working. Don't hate him, Sam. I remember I was working and Emmanuel was helping me with the cutlery, with the utensils, right? I remember Emmanuel, she was talking to her, so she's like, okay, like, let's go then. Like, she said something like that. And I'm like, yeah, VJ threw her a thought. Yeah, if you touch my husband, like, yeah. She threw her the thought, and Emmanuel responded to her thought, obviously. She's like, okay, let's go then. She said that. I heard her say that. I'm like, yeah, that's VJ's keys. It wasn't me. I didn't throw her a thought, but VJ threw her a thought. VJ has the keys like me. Fucking crazy woman, man. Yeah, man. While you're cheating on your husband, man. Fucking crazy woman, VJ, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't want you touching you, man. Like, I'm gonna let all these guys touch me, but no chick can touch you. She's crazy, man. Crazy control freak, right? Yeah. Do you understand why she's like that? Yes and no. I understand in the sense that I'm BJ's baby and I'm why I'm her husband. I'm special and from the heavens. She doesn't want one chick touching me. I get that. But at the same time, she's selfish and she wants her full cake. That's what pisses me off. She expects me to not touch one chick when she's going to keep touching all these guys behind my back, obviously. Letting all these guys touch her behind my back. So it's like that's why I call her a selfish bitch. She's crazy, man. She wants her full cake, obviously. But I told you, even though those men are touching Ouija, Victoria Justice is stuck with the garbage in Hollywood. Like she has dirty sex with the guys. It's disgusting, man. The room smells like Ivan. It smells like ass and rotten eggs. Sometimes we have to put the fan on, and I'm stuck with the trash, Ivan. Because you're the only one who's fresh in the world. And I dream about you, and you run away every night. And now that woman's getting moles with you. I don't want you getting moles with that woman, Ivan. Yeah, she's crazy, Vijay. Yeah, she wants her full cake. Yeah. Yeah. I know how you feel, Vijay. I had that very same thought when I started waking up. I hope no. I remember I went crazy. I hope no man touched Vijay. I thought Vijay was a virgin. I hope no man fucking touched Victoria Justice, and I figured it out. That's when I broke down tears and I cried all night, man. Yeah. And those men, when I watched Avengers Endgame, they crushed me, and I cried like a baby at home. And I was crushed, and that was before I started my new book series, right, in 2019. And Riju was crying at night, and right after that, she continuously kept fucking guys. So I'm not gonna let that woman do me. When I was crushed, VJ, you continuously kept seeing the guys, and now when I have a girlfriend, if I get a girlfriend, you expect me to stay away from the chicks for you because I crushed your heart for seeing one chick. Yeah, if you see one chick, you're gonna crush my heart. Yeah, she's crazy. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a feud. Oh yeah. If you get girlfriend, Ivan, prepare for the feud with VJ and your girlfriend. We're looking at a huge feud because VJ's crazy, man. It's a fucking crazy woman, yeah. Yeah. You're looking at a feud. Yeah, man. Victoria Justice will turn into a psycho and she's gonna give me hell and like, oh, Ivan's a fucking dick. He fucking betrayed me. Like he has a girlfriend now and she's crazy, man. Everyone's like, yeah, this chick is crazy. After what you did to Ivan on your back, you're giving him hell for it. Anyone's like, yeah, Ivan betrayed me. He's such a dick. He's such a fucking asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's hurting me and everything. I mean, yeah, this girl's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Ivan, do you really care about getting a girlfriend? No, I don't. I don't really care about sex. I don't really care about that stuff. But like, there's a part of me that wants to get a girlfriend because I want to experience being in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship before. I'm 34 in 3 days. So like, you guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. But there's a part of me that wants to save my virginity for VJ, but I know it's pointless because I know you guys are gonna make me pay. Obviously, that's why VJ just right with me once I pay the fee because she knows like yeah, Ivan would have saved his virginity for me even after I did the guy's back, and I would have been the only memory in his mind. But the world made him pay, and made me pay. Ivan's mind is a mess and scarred. Like yeah, once I pay the fee, my mind will be a mess. I'll have a scarred mind like VJ's mind scarred. VJ's mind's obviously scarred because she banged an innumerable amount of men, and my mind will be scarred because I have memory of banging so many women, obviously. And before my mind was not like that, man. That's why VJ's right with me because you made it pay, man. You force Ivan to do it, otherwise Ivan never would have done it, obviously. Yeah, we have to force you. Yeah, you have to force me into it. Otherwise, you women around the world, whatever it is, Hollywood, no, I'm not going to do it, obviously, right? Yeah, I mean, that's true. We have to force you to do it. Otherwise, yeah, if you guys don't force me, you know I'm never going to do it, man. Because I don't really care about that stuff, right? Yeah. I mean it when I say, guys, I don't really care about sex. I don't really care about that stuff. I mean, I don't really care about that stuff, right? Yeah. My step parents always ask me, Ivan, when are you gonna get a girlfriend and everything? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, Ivan, man, like I remember my stepfather told me a couple days, Ivan, like, do you really care about like women and all that stuff? He said something like that. I'm just like, yeah, because I'm 34. I never touched one chick. Obviously, 34-year-old virgin. Yeah, man. You never mailed a chick, Ivan? No, never mailed a chick. Never had sex with a chick. That's why everything is about you, and that's why Victoria Justice is like that, because I'm so innocent and pure compared to her. Whereby I never even made out with. I don't even know what it's like to make out with a chick. So when I have my first makeout session, I'll tell the chick, yeah, you're my first makeout session. I never made out. This is what it's like to make out with a chick. I never made out with a chick. I've kissed women. I never made out with a woman, obviously. Kissed like 3 women in my life, and that's it. Yeah. Who did you kiss? Well, in Montreal, I remember there was this Indian chick. She was a slutty. She was a kid. She was like a couple years older than me and my oldest stepbrother. We hung out a lot when we were kids in Montreal. I remember she came over to our apartment and we're in the room and we kissed her. I kissed her. My oldest stepbrother kissed her and I kissed her. And she was a slutty